All right, guys, good night. I'm sorry. Good night, good night, good night, my powerful MVP family, and anyone else who will be listening to this video. Um, I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm dying to sleep right now, but I had to, I was in the bathroom and I had to just make a U-turn, and I said, you know what? Let me come do this video because it has been on my mind. Um, Wasn't sure I should do it, but I feel compelled to do this video. And this video tonight, guys, it has to do with our children and our selfish parents. So again, the category is not just parents, but our selfish parents. I'm happy to say that currently we have some new things going on where we are. And one of the things that was promoted yesterday evening, because we had math collaboration, and they had something else. But once we were finished, I saw an email that spoke about us becoming mentors for children, that we all should select some children who need a little bit, need something more. And we should select even five, at least five. I guess we could do more because our school is not huge. So according to the amount of kids, if 40 of us do 5 kids, some can do more. The principals are involved. It's their idea. Then we could see if we could make some change as it relates to our children's mental health. A lot of us, we talk about COVID, and yes, COVID happened. But when COVID happened, what also happened is that a lot of children were locked into interesting spaces with interesting people. And so it wasn't easy for them as they go through the days of can't go anywhere, they're just in that toxic space. And so when they created the mentor thing, I came home and I quickly selected my 5 kids and had it there. And as I'm thinking about it this morning. 2 of the kids that I selected are 2 interesting kids. So now I selected them. I'm expecting great things from them, but I know it's going to be challenging also because they're children who can become combative, or the mouth, which is, the grade I teach. This is part of their MO, which is just the talk. But believe me, under the talk sometimes, there's some beautiful little human beings under there that it just makes sense that this mentoring thing is being implemented now in our space. Because when a little girl, man, when she talk about, like, you see the child is so mixed up, and so I'm telling you, I'm just praying as I go through this that God will just lead me to direct them correctly. I'm not forcing them. I just want to talk with them and try to just expose them to different things. I'm planning to do lunch with them, even 3 days out of the week. Sometimes probably ordering pizzas, and we just come sit in my classroom and enjoy it and just talk with them. Let them know somebody does care. So one little girl, she had a nice ring on her finger. I don't know if she said, "I'm married." And she was up near to me in my space, and she was just, it's like she's saying these things and she just not fully understanding what she's saying. And she says, "I'm married." And I says, "Oh, really?" And she said, "Yes, see the ring, see the ring." I said, "That's a beautiful ring. Is that your mother's ring?" She says, "No, this boy from my other school. He goes to another school. He just brought it and gave it to me, put it on my finger. Now I'm married to him. I said, but you're just a baby. You're not understanding marriage yet. So you just need to enjoy life and, just let us do school first. And she walked around and she said, oh, I'm not married to him anymore. I'm just going to give him back his rent and I divorce him. So she's using these words, but, she doesn't understand them really. And then she kept talking and the other kids were there doing their thing. And she kept talking because I was helping her with her computer. So in helping her, I have the device. So she was just there. She was not asked to sit. She was just there in close proximity to me. And then she would just talk about her father. Oh, my father, da-da-da. He left to get milk. He never came back. So I don't know him. I don't like him. I don't want to have anything to do with him. And so I'm not telling her to be quiet because it seems like she just needed to speak. But I said, okay, so Dad is gone, but you are here. And what I want you to do is to make sure that you work hard enough to become that powerhouse. So you don't sit and worry that he's not there, but you build so that he's leaving, he will feel bad that he left. And she says, okay, miss. And she sat down and she got up again and she said, oh, some things in my mother is seeing a new boy, a new person, a new man. And oh, the things that go on in their room at night. Oh my God, miss, I hear so many things. And I'm saying that, guys, to let you know that your children are hearing. When you live in a small space and you're bringing in this person, that person, and you are not understanding that these children can hear you and understand some things. And you're putting them through situations where their feelings might become aroused, and this is how the problems start. They're human beings with feelings just like you. You are an adult and you're going out there, you're getting your satisfaction. But what about what these children are going through? And then you come and you expect them, you punch them down and you do all these things to them when you are the ones exposing them already to things that they cannot manage yet. They cannot manage. They're young. Help them to build. Help them to rise up and be powerful people. Stop putting them in situations where as their bodies develop and change and they're going through feelings that you are going through. And yet you're very carefree about the way you do things. And you expect them to be angels. You expect them to just be children when you are creating situations for them to grow up too quickly. So let us be careful, guys, of as we go forth. Let us know that our children need us. Every one of them need us. They need us to guide. They need us to love them. They need us to protect them. They need us. So when fathers leave and you're making these choices, and when fathers are in the house, just be considerate of your young children, your pre-teenagers, your teenagers. Be mindful of them. There's nothing wrong with you raising your children by yourself. There's nothing wrong with it, because at the end of the day, it's not about if they had mommy and daddy or they had two parents in the house. It's about the structure you put in the home. It's about what you expose them to. It's about how you speak to them. It's about how you guide them. The other little kid that I chose, again, another situation where her mom is not there. And you can hear in her voice as she comes over to me. And I tell you, these children they have so much to offer, but they also have so much baggage. She'll come in the morning as the nicest little girl. Good morning. The other day she comes in, her hair is all wild, and I whispered to her, and yesterday evening I says, okay, we're giving you new uniforms, and I want you to tame that hair tomorrow. I just want you to spend some time, brush it up for me and tame it up. Because it was just all out, a big, big, big afro, and it's, oh my God. But the happiest thing for me this morning, and I'm freezing a drink for her for tomorrow. When she came in this morning, her hair was nicely brushed up. She had a nice bun on the top of her head. But she wasn't wearing her uniform. And I says, oh, you were wet yesterday and I got your uniforms. And today you come in and no uniform. What happened? She said, I got wet again when I went home yesterday. I got wet again. And now they're going to do the laundry. My father is going to do the laundry because tomorrow's picture day and I want to look nice. I said, so nice. And I said, but I like to see you in your uniform. You could have dried them out and come. She said, Miss Salmon, you asked me to do my hair. Did you notice my hair is done? And I hugged her and I said, thank you so much. So I took her also to mentor her because as she stood there at my desk showing me that her hair is done, and I hugged her and I sat down and she says, I made the mistake to say, oh, who's going to do the laundry? I said, Mommy's going to do laundry today. She says, no, she left me a long time ago. She didn't even come to my promotion when I left elementary school. She didn't even call me on my birthday. She's just gone. And I said, everything is going to be okay, though. Because guess what? My dad died when I was a child. I was a baby. Didn't know him. Don't know him. Don't remember him holding me or hugging me or anything. I said, my grandmother raised me. So I didn't know mother's love. I didn't know those things. But I'm here, right? So I want you also to know that regardless of what happened, that you're here, and I want you to build. I want you to just try to be focused. Just try to stay focused a little bit at a time. And I'm going to be working with you. You will come in and have lunch with me sometimes with your group, and we can talk and we can see how we can make things better. She says, okay. So just pray me up, guys. Pray us up as we try to mentor these little children. Pray that we will be able to give them a better chance. Just give them a little hope, enough that they can start to build on. Because it's not about what happens, but it's about what they are doing about it. How they are going to make sure that what went on doesn't become, their situation doesn't become them. But they can rise above and become powerful contributors to society. So tonight I really have to speak. The young man I talked to you guys about, the young man has such leadership qualities. I also invite him to my group. I am going to have him in the group, and I told him today when they came in for math, I says, we're doing the mentoring program, and I select you to be in my group because I know that you're going to be able to affect some of the people that are here. And so we'll have lunch together sometimes. I would bring ice cream in sometimes, order ice cream in. We'll do the pizzas, the chicken wings, the whole works. I'm hoping to give them, let them just pick something from Amazon. I don't care if one evening I have to stay late. I don't care if I don't like laptops, but I do have a laptop. If I bring in my own laptop and just sit there in one of our sessions and just have them order something special from Amazon. Something special, not just something, but something special. I want to give them some hope. And I don't want to give them just material things. I want them I want to read with them, sing with them. When I whistle in class, they find it funny. When I start singing, they say, "Oh, be quiet, be quiet." Something like you can sing. For them, they appreciate what I bring. And so I'm hoping that I can be effective. I can affect them in a good way. I want them girls to become young leaders. I want them to change from girls to become pearls. I want them to become pearls. I want them to become polished and just love themselves and loving and respecting themselves enough to start walking in another path. So tonight I just needed to speak to you as parents, grandparents, aunts, whoever you are out there supporting these young children. If you know the parents and you know that it's hard, just help that single parent so they're not bringing in different people in these children's lives and putting them in compromising situations. And I remember Granny had a heifer. That's a cow, right? A cow, a she cow, right? She had a heifer, and when that thing it one day, Granny and I, which we went down the hill where she had tied it, and as soon as Granny tried to loose the thing for the cow to move it to another place to eat grass, the cow just, oh my God, it just let loose and ran away, and Granny is there, oh my God, the cow gone, and then we hear somebody calling from way down the other side of the hill, way down, man. The cow just took the path and went away. You know what it went for? The cow was in heat and it wanted a bull. And it just took off. And it went to get, because that's how the body works. Those who can control it, those of us who can control it, it's a good thing. But for young children who they're going through these things, ovulation comes and they go and the bodies are going through, it's the same like an animal in heat. And so if you're not there to guide them and to support them, then that's how you have all of the chaos and the problems that ensue and the things. But if you're there to guide them, let them know that when your body changes, yes, the hormones are crazy. And that becomes the anger. That becomes the way you have no patience. You're intolerant. Yes, so you're moody. And we as teachers have to understand those changes too. So that sometimes when they come in and they go off on us, that we can understand, is this their time of the month? Is this the changes they're going through? So that we can be more temperate with them. So if you're a parent out there, you're working with young girls and you're working, just remember that just like you went through changes, that they're going through it too. Just like when your hormones go crazy, theirs go crazy too. So don't expose them to things. And if you know there's a single mother raising children, it's hard. Support, man. Give a little something so they don't need that man to come in and interfere with the sanctity of their homes. Give the kids a fair chance so that they can be tempered. There's a balance, that they can be balanced. And they can have that fair chance to become that powerhouse in society. I just needed to talk to us people. I just needed to talk. So remember, guys, they go through changes too. They're human beings too. Things didn't change after we went through it. And so now they're coming in and they need to be perfect. No, they're still going through the changes. So let us learn to understand it. Let us guide, let us love, let us understand. And let us just work with them. They are our next generation. They are our next leaders. They are beautiful people. Have a good night's rest, everybody. If you can't be good, be careful, but remember to pray one for another. And remember to thank God for his goodness and his mercy, which endureth to all of